Hey everyone, welcome to the monthly What's on My Mind. As per usual, there's a few things, sometimes more, sometimes less. Almost forgot to do one this month, so here we are. So, first off, tomorrow we are going to Festa Italia for a little bit after Tyler's done with Mass and I am done with a jazz service with the Glenwood Moravian Trombone Choir, which I'll get to in a bit. But first, yesterday we had on Judge Jim Troupis. As I mentioned, he's going through a horrible lawfare garbage case that he's having to go through. So for those who don't necessarily want to click on the website link, which will be also in the description of this, long story short, you have Josh Call, who's the current Attorney General of the state of Wisconsin, is trying to prosecute Jim Troupis for just simply doing his job when he was hired as a campaign lawyer to be like, is this allowed, yes or no, and offer legal advice. And he didn't give advice to any one of the alternate electors for the state of Wisconsin. And yeah, he's being charged with like false stuff. And it's just terrible because he was just, again, doing his job. He came out of retirement for just one little bit. And now he's dealing with this. It's terrible. So pray for the guy. Anyway, so Festa Italia, we're basically going to go enjoy the warmth at McKee Park Farms, or I think that's what it's called. It's, yeah, McKee Farms Park. Yeah, I got it correct. Cool. Anyways, we're just going to be hanging out and having some food, enjoying the warm weather, etc., etc. Now, with the jazz service, it's the first time that the trombone choir is doing a jazz service. Actually, there is no other Moravian church that has done a jazz service. So we're doing mostly jazz music and swing arrangements of church music. And we're having like one or two non-churchy things that were, well, not necessarily non-churchy things, non-jazz things is what I meant to say for playing. And one of the things is more of like a Caribbean swing thing where Dr. Olson was like, hey, let's do a little bit of freeform after 4 measures of percussion, which the first time we rehearsed that, because it was last second decision, it discombobulated me. It like threw me off. So I'm like, all right, how many measures? And he's like, that's the point of freeform. There aren't any measure counts. I'm like, that doesn't help me at all. I'm one who likes structure, a lot of it. I'm fine with chaos and when it's controlled, but if there's no structure, I tend to hate it. Let's just not do, like, for the avant-garde subgenre of jazz, I listen to it, I'm like, what am I listening to? And the second I go, what am I listening to? If I have the ability to turn it off, I do. I'm just a guy who wants a lot of structure. I have more fun that way. I'm also, like, my brain becomes clueless in a non-structure format when it comes to playing. But anyways, the jazz service is at Glenwood Moravian Church at 10 o'clock for that service. However, due to having an extra thing for gathering music, we are starting 8 minutes early and stuff like that. Now, when you moving to a different topic entirely, because I'm going to do that a couple times, I've been working on a Frenzy Flame Holy build in Elden Ring. I haven't done an Elden Ring run in a while. I have a Blood Flame build, and then I have a Strength Faith build, which is the default build. And each time I started with class that is referred to as Naked Man with Club, as in he has a club and a loincloth, level 1, base 10 stats all the way down, most customizable, best class in the game. Anyone who says that is not the best class in the game needs to have their head checked. That is the best class in the game. End of story. Full stop. Like if you, let's say you wanted to do a dex build or a strength build, yep, you just do that class, build the stuff accordingly. Just go grab your gear as you need while you're just kind of running along. I know my brother has done like a dex intel, and then he's done like one other build. And once I get the Vike Spirit up to +10, I'm going to have my brother help me transfer over some stuff from my Blood Flame build to my Frenzy Flame build. I just kind of want to have a build that's running before I take on Remembrance bosses outside of, let's say, Radahn and Mohg, as need access to the DLC for a spell there. Kind of need beat both bosses to access the DLC. And then not really back, but to move on to one last completely different topic. Let's say it's like it's summer right now. So let's say, or just about rather. So let's say you go to Door County. Go to PeninsulaSymphonicBand.org or type in Peninsula Symphonic Band Door County. Go on their website. You can find a bunch of their music events. You can actually schedule when you want to go up there. And so let's say you want to go check out the Swinging Door Big Band, which is their jazz wing. You go on that same website, scroll down a bit, and voila, you have the jazz concert schedules. Well, not schedules, but schedules for both groups. Jazz concert schedule, you know what I mean. Anyways, the jazz group's good. Some of their stuff is like some dancing, some food and drink, kind of hang out in Door County and just listen to swing band music. There's people of all ages at those things, especially if it's held at a resort, which has happened before. These Peninsula Symphonic Band, which is their community band, they do a fine job with their concerts. I played with them before back when I lived up there. And obviously you have all your normal touristy stuff. It's a good time of the year to head on up. Of course, everyone already knows this. If you haven't gone up there yet, go ahead and do so. Go check out some of those music events if you want something a little extra that you weren't aware of that goes on. And that's all I got for you for today. So until next time, have a good one.